morning, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So this morning what we're doing is we're going to make some stacked pockets out of book pages. I love these stacked pockets and I'll keep making them and keep making them. This one's for my dandelion journal, and as you can see I've used some of my rusty labels, used some of my stamped labels, I've used a little bit of digital, and I've also used some stenciling, and I've stitched around it. And yeah, I'm not the greatest of stitches, but I don't care. I like it. So what I've used is I've used some encyclopedia paper, and this paper is, I'm going to cut it down, it's 10.5 by 7.25. So the pocket itself is 4.5 by 6. So what I do is, we'll glue some together. So what I did was I glued 3 together. One of them was a picture page. The picture pages do tend to be a little bit big, and well, that's the inside of an old playhouse. So we'll use that, and then we'll use that one on the back. And I was lucky enough to get hold of, somebody give me a full set of these encyclopedias from the 70s. So they're vintage, they're not antique. I like the colour of the paper. So all I'm doing while I waffle is just doing this with glue stick. And I do it on the magazine, sort of like the picture pages, because it's that shiny, glossy. And then we'll stick that one on, I think. I'll try and get it as neat as I possibly can. Okay. So now what I want to do is, because I want the pocket, I just want it the 4.5 inches, and I use a piece of that as the bottom pocket, and then I've got enough left to make a tag with a pocket, so I don't waste anything at all. So then what I do now is I turn that up, and I didn't measure it, I just turned it up. See, to me that the pocket looks too deep. However, once you get that pocket on there, it looks perfect. So that's how I worked it out. So I'm just going to cut this at 4.5, and I didn't even stick this down, I just stitched around it. What I did was I curved the ends, and I did all 4 ends, all 4 corners, sorry, not all 4 ends. And I will stitch this, but I will go off camera to do it, so it'll only be a few minutes for you. Okay, and then we do that, but what I am going to do is I'm going to ink around the edges, because I forgot to do it with. And the little bit that we've got left, we can either have a tall tag to go in the back, and we will, or I can fold it up and have a pocket, but we will do them as well. If I forget, remind me. Right, so I'm just going to go away for a couple of minutes, well, it'll be a few seconds for you, and I'm going to stitch around this. See you in a bit. Right, that's me back. So there, I've stitched it round with a straight stitch, and then I went up and down the side. I did that pocket separate, and then I went down the sides along there. It's not the greatest of sewing machines I've got, but I don't care. So now, because it's going in my little coffee shop, I have done a little I don't know whether you can see it, and it says the little coffee shop. Did a stencil, and I did some coffee beans and some more coffee beans, And I would have liked to have put that on there, but I think it's going to get covered up with labels, but I don't care. I really don't care. I just want to try it out because I've just done it this morning. I designed it a couple of weeks ago, but I've just cut it out this morning. So I'm going to go with the vintage photo, I think. And it's the distress ink. So I'm just using, I got these from Temu or AliExpress. They sell out quite quick. They're quite cheap. You can get about 4 for a couple of pounds. But they're brilliant. And I tend to hit the brush first onto the stencil. So it takes, otherwise you get quite an intense bit if you don't. You know, your ink, I've just done it there on the C for the coffee shop. And then if you want to go over it, you can. Yeah, like we'll go over that. There. So I'm quite pleased with that. So there we have that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all my little dandelion stuff out of the way. So I've got a postcard, got some writing, and this has got the colours on it. It was a piece of card. I'd gone to print something and it wouldn't print. The black wasn't working, so I did a deep clean and didn't put a piece of paper in. I just left the card in and did the test. But I don't care. It's fine. It looks cute. And another postcard. So we've got them. I've got some little coffee sacks. So we've got that. We've got that. I'm not going to put all these on. Life's too short for a bad coffee. Quite like that. Oh, I'm saying I like that one. Now I can't even use it. That's better. Coffee bag. That one says good morning. I like that one. Where there's coffee, there's magic. And we've got some coffee beans here. Perfect. So I'll get my glue. I'm using art glitter glue for this. Right, so I'm going to put this on first. And then I'm going to trim these little bits off. And it's that way. So we'll put that there. Right, this is just a background grungy stamp. I quite like it. So I'll just that's one. What we're going to put on this one is that one. we'll put that on there. I'm just going to put some ink on. In fact, what we'll do is, before we do that, I've got another background. I think, yeah, we'll do vintage photo again. And I'm not putting it on a block, I'm just, again, it is a pattern, but just grunging it up a bit. And we'll put that, and that's Cafe de Guatemala, the finest coffee. Oh, and 100% bourbon. Well, that sounds like a nice coffee. That one can stay like that. That one I'm not quite sure of. I think we'll do a little bit grungy on that one, and we'll do some ground espresso. It's got postcard and it's got roses in the background and coffee beans and some ground espresso on here. Okay, so where's our little coffee shop? So we'll put the little ones in the front. These can go in the back, so we'll put them in there with that one in the front. We've got that one in the, I'm going to put that one a bit further up like that. I've got 4 of these. I don't need them all in, because what I want to do is I want to put this one in. I'm going to put this one at the back, because that's, pull that one up a bit. Actually, it's actually stuffed with pockets. And then we'll put this one in the front. Do one of these on. Don't know whether I want one of these on now. I do want some labels, because I want this one, so I'm going to use this one as a kind of a dangly tag. I'm just going to trim that one again. That's better. Because I want a dangly tag. Actually, what I might do is I might put a nice little pocket in the side there. That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? If we used one of these. Or this one even. If I cut around there. So you can do all sorts with labels. You don't have to use them as labels. I mean, obviously the little ones you have to use as labels, but it's a bit of a dog's ear. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So just ink it, glue it on 3 sides. And I told you that the little coffee shop stencil was going to get covered up, but it doesn't matter, you can still see bits of it, and that's the whole idea. So you've got your little sayings in there. And I want one of these. These are the tabs, the little stripy tabs actually. I'm going to fold that one in half. I'll cut one half of it out and fold it so it's matching. Okay. And if I fold it properly in half, because when I do these, I do them sort of like symmetrical anyway. I'm going to cut the corners off, and I'm just going to cut this one down a little bit. That's better. Now, do I want that on the side with a grommet in, or do I want it on the... I'm going to have this on the side. I quite like this on the side. This is strong paper, it's not card. It's just when I print my samples off, I do print them off either on copier paper or strong paper, and I do use my samples. I don't waste anything, try not to anyway. Should I put a big hole in it? Yeah. I think I'll put it partly... Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. Never mind, I've done it now. Yeah. Antique brass. And I've got pins somewhere, but I just want to check that I can put a bulb pin in it. Just so. I'm going to have this dangling off, and I'm going to have this dangling off. This hasn't got anything on it yet. I'm just looking at what labels I've got. I've got Beauty, and I might do a little stamp on there. Just realised these are all different sizes. I must have bought them at different times. I'm going to put the little cap. Well, I was putting the little cap around it. There it is. Just to see if it would finish it off any better. I know the small ones do. Yeah, it does look a bit better, never mind. So I'm just going to put that up there and that up there, and I'm going to fasten it. Okay, and it's yeah. Okay, so while that's down there, I'm just going to do a little tiny stamp up. And we'll do the ground espresso because it's the darkest. Put that there. That one. Right, sorry about this. I did all sorted out before I wasn't winging it, honest. Right, so we'll put the big number in there. But it's just sometimes when you see these things, and I've got a little, it says NO. And we'll put that in there. Cool. And I'll do hello. My little dog come to see me. And we'll just do that one on there. It's not stamped the greatest, but it'll do. And there we have it. So we've got that one. Let me clear this. So we've got that one. That was the 3 for there. And that one's got the tag in that way. And there we have it like that. So there, how different. So that's the dandelion, that's got the blues, and that one's the browns. So they can do, you know, all sorts. So what we'll do is we'll do these tags, and what I'm going to do is I'm just using the slant on this tag because they're both the same. And I'm just going to close my door, otherwise I'm going to have my little dog keep coming in and visiting me. Not that I don't mind, but she wants attention, and I don't mind doing that, but not when I'm videoing. So I'm just thinking round it, and I'm swithering whether to stitch round it, but I think I will. I'm swithering whether to put a pocket in this one. So I think what we might do is we might put a smaller pocket in that one. And I'm going to round the corners off on this, so it's just small corners. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go away and I'm going to stitch round the tags, and then I'll come back and we'll decorate them. See you in a bit. Alright, so we're back, and I'm just going to ink on the back as well. You can do these with any book pages. You can put fussy cuts on them, labels, whatever you want. I think we're going to put a butterfly on one of these. Okay, so I have got a little book page butterfly here, and it's been embossed, and I'm not, yeah, it's more than one, but I don't want to. So I'm just going over it with I've also got a moth we might put on there. Decisions. And I've got some of these cluster tags, and I think I want to put one of these cluster tags in here. I'm going to put grommets in them. I'm going to have a gold one in this one, definitely. Yep. Okay, and do I want, I think I'll go back for a copper one, so it's matching. Yep. So I think we're all right with that. But this, what I want to do is I just want to do a little bit of where's the brown? Oops. So this is a moth, so we'll have a little bit. Now these are watercoloured pencils. I'm just roughly going around all the edges because it's a stamp. I've cut it out. And then we'll go a little bit brighter. And we'll have some of the orangey brown on his body. And then I should have a water pen somewhere. Let me have a smell of this one. Yeah, I'm just checking that I don't have bleach in it, because some of these I keep bleaching when I went to bleach coloured card. And I think this one did have bleach in it at one point. Yeah, but it's not got bleach in it now. And all I'm doing is I'm just dragging the water through the brown onto the orange, and then just dragging it to the ends that I didn't, and they just get lighter, and then we'll just go over his little leggies, fill it all in. And I think I'll have a little bit of red on him as well. So while he's still wet, oops, there we are. And I think he'll be quite nice there, so we'll leave that there. Now what do I want on this one? I want this one I'm going to put a think that'll be, yeah, that's too big, so we want a kind of a skinny tag in there. And these are just bits that I've cut off, so what I'll do is I'll trim this down a little bit. Try to fit in there. No, it still doesn't fit. Oh dearie me. I was going to cut a bit more off and I thought, no, I'll not do that. That's better. And I'm going to take a bit of this chunk off. And again, I'm just using the edge of the tag just to cut that down. And we'll ink round it. So I'm going to see what it looks like before I decide what to put on. I might even put the butterfly on this. Well, it's not a butterfly, it's a moth. I think I want it there, and we'll sort of like just stick it there, yeah. So what colour are we going to do this one? I think we'll do it red, and we'll do a bit of green. And we should do a bit of yellow. So we'll do the red on the edges. And I'm just roughly colouring. Not doing the greatest job. I'll have a yellow body. Put a little bit of red in as well on some of those lines. And then we'll have a right, we'll do his body first. So it's kind of an orange body he's getting because the yellow and the red's mixed. And then I'm going into the green. I'm going to do this green side first, otherwise it means I need to clean my brush. And then I'm just bringing it into the red, so we get that like pinky browny effect. Just between the red and the green. Go back into there, and there we are. I quite like that. So I want it to go there, so I want the, oh, you know what, I didn't put the pin in my glue. No wonder I keep getting, whoop. Right, okay, and then it's that one. Right, there's only one antenna that's been glued down, the other one's left loose. And I'm just inking around this. I think we'll have that in there. And will we have a coffee sack? We'll have this middle one, the grey brown one. And this is Comasa, production of Honduras. So this is Honduras coffee. So they might get green moths there. We don't know unless you've been. Now we scookle it. And there we are. So you can pull them out like that. I want a bit more ink around that. Use that tag. That's better. I'm going to put a ribbon slit in there. I don't want a grommet in it. So we'll put a ribbon slit in it. And what I have been doing is I've been doing bits of scrap paper in these ribbon slits. So and it's just the scrap strips that I use for doing my labels and my bits and pieces. But what I am going to do is I'm going to stamp a number on that. That's if I can find my wee. So we'll put that on one side. No, I quite like that. I won't put a number on. And then I just put a little tiny bit of glue that side and a little tiny bit of glue at this side. And I put them up together. I don't fan it out. And then while I'm holding it together, I'll just put a staple in it. And I quite like them. So they've got the paper tabs like that. So there we have it. So we want something on there. Oh, we've got a moth to go on there, haven't we? Right. And then I think that's it. We'll just call that all done. So we'll clear this stuff away and we'll see what we've got. And just, so that's our tags. And that's our stacked pockets. So that one I did off camera, my prototype, and these two I did today. So I hope you get something out of that. I'll hope you'll have a go. And you don't have to use book pages. You can use normal paper. You can use digitals, anything to make your stacked pockets. I've sometimes made them out of digitals. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Bye.